The first newspaper report questioning Macy's prosecutions and Joyce Gilchrist's testimony surfaced in October of 1987. And even though her work was later questioned at the national level, she was promoted before she was finally fired in 2001. Joyce Gilchrist's testimony led to the execution of at least a dozen inmates.
Joyce Gilchrist was fired from the Oklahoma City Police Department, where she performed forensic evidence testing. An investigation performed by the FBI brought forth questions regarding the validity of her work. It was then recommended to re-examine her cases. Oklahoma Attorney General Drew Edmonson did just that. It was found that Joyce Gilchrist's forensic testimonies contributed as evidence in at least 10 people who have since been exonerated by the Innocence Project. Many have suffered because of her, including Jeffrey Todd Pierce. Because of Gilchrist, the Oklahoma County District Attorney's Office, and the Oklahoma City Police Department, Jeffrey Todd Pierce was found guilty of a sexual assault in 1986. Later on, independent DNA tests proved he was innocent of the crime. Gilchrist initially testified and identified hair and semen from the crime as belonging to Jeffrey Todd Pierce. He served 15 years before being released and was eventually awarded $4 million in a settlement. Another victim of injustice, David Bryson, spent 17 years in prison for a 1982 rape and kidnapping. He was then awarded $16.5 million in a settlement against Joyce Gilchrist. Curtis McCarthy, a death row inmate, was found guilty of a 1982 stabbing and strangulation, but he was freed in 2011. In this particular case, it was overturned and a new trial was ordered because Joyce Gilchrist had given personal opinions beyond the scope of scientific capabilities. From the National Registry of Exonerations, here are some known defendants who were wrongfully convicted due to Joyce Gilchrist's misconduct: David Bryson, James Dean, Kathleen Gonzalez, Curtis McCarthy, Robert Lee Miller Jr., Jeffrey Todd Pierce, Deborah Sheldon, Johnny Tailbear, Ada Joanne Taylor, Harold Weatherly, Joseph White, and Thomas Winslow. According to ACLU, Joyce Gilchrist testified in Marilyn K. Plant's case and she was executed in 2001. The FBI released a report in 2001 regarding 8 cases reviewed with at least 5 of them having evidence issues. Gilchrist testified in over 3,000 cases and she helped get convictions in 23 death penalty cases. At least 11 prisoners have been executed in cases that she contributed to, but questions arose well before the early odds. In 1987, a chief forensic scientist in Kansas City complained to a professional organization about Gilchrist identifying defendants on minuscule amounts of circumstantial evidence. She had also been expelled from the Association of Crime Scene Reconstruction for unethical behavior. An internal police memo written on January 16, 2001 was released that stated missing evidence was occurring in major cases. This included some death penalty cases like Lloyd LaFavors and William Bryson, both who have been executed. And I'm sure there is more that has yet to be discovered or may never be, and Joyce Gilchrist passed away in 2015 at the age of 67.